Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. This is my Carlisle United vs Bristol Rovers match preview for the 3 PM kickoff on Saturday in League One. And it'll be a very interesting game down into this against obviously Manchester Bristol Rovers, who have obviously recently sacked Joey Barton recently, and seemed to got a bit of a new mind to him. Well, seemed to got a bit of an impact now he's done with the wins against Northampton and Whitby Town, and obviously a 1-1 draw away at Reading, which I think they'll be disappointed about because where Reading are in the table. Bristol Rovers be thinking we should fancy winning that game. But I thought 1-1 draw, and you just don't know with Reading, do you? You just don't know with Reading. Despite Reading being bottom of the table, you'll say they're still a tough team to daughter. And but in terms of both teams, where we currently sit 23rd, and Bristol Rovers sit in 12th. So Bristol Rovers sit top half mid-table, while we sit in 21st. And of course, obviously, I think that's the first time now we've been first time this season for many weeks and months that we've been tried into the relegation zone. But this was, I could keep saying, we are newly promoted. What did we expect? What did we expect? We expected to be in around here, didn't we? With the new transition of coming back into League One, it was always didn't start off tough, wasn't it? It's always start off tough, and it's still a long way to start the season. But I am worried. Because of the. I am worried at the moment because of the lack of depth. Tom Dye's serious injury as well. Obviously, this means he'll miss this game. He's been our best midfielder, Tom Dye. And I think Tom Dye's been our best midfielder for years, though, in my opinion. Even that season when we saw the emerge of other Motson, of course, who's not really lived up to the standards of that season. And but I think we'll stay up. I think what's important is getting this takeover done. And we need a massive January transfer window, try and get a proven goal scorer in and a couple midfielders in. Now Tom Dye's out with a serious injury, which I'm still not happy with Paul Simpson with, when Tom Dye was on the brink of a suspension. And so that's my thoughts on that. But Bristol Rovers, their attack is scary, isn't it? Their attack is scary. Evans, Collins, Chris Martin, Stott Sinclair, McQuids, Luke Thomas. They've got a good team, Bristol Rovers, man. And I'm kind of shocked Joey Barton was sacked, to be honest with you. I know he is a lunatic. Joey Barton, for what he does up the pitch. But start of the season, I said Bristol Rovers will be in the top half. Well, they're in the top half now, aren't they, Bristol Rovers? But I said just outside the playoffs, Bristol Rovers, because I thought Joey Barton, he is no nonsense, isn't he, Joey Barton? So he was always going to be a good manager. I always thought he would be a good manager just because of his no nonsense. But saying that, I said that about Stott Brown, and Stott Brown didn't really do a particularly good job, really. He did in his first season, I think he would, but then obviously this season got sacked. Same with Joey Barton, who got sacked eventually, because it seems to be a results business, and there seems to be a knee-jerk reaction to obviously results business. But they seem to have got an impact of Bristol Rovers under their caretaker Andrew Mandon. Mandan, of course. And be interesting to see who they get next. I don't think they'll appoint him permanently. There's been a lot of rumours about Carl Robinson for Bristol Rovers. Won't be a bad appointment, but it'd be a decent appointment. But at the same time, recently it has fell off for him, didn't it? It fell off for him at recent jobs. I think it'd be a decent appointment for Bristol Rovers, to be honest with you. I think it will be. But it depends who they get in. But I don't want Dean Holden. I mean, that would be a travesty of an appointment, really, for Bristol Rovers. They need someone at League One level, don't they? They need someone at League One level. I mean, they're in the top half now, so I think they may do ambitious Bristol Rovers and try and get a really good man to win, potentially. Obviously, any Bristol Rovers fans, Watson, feel free to let me know your thoughts down on that below. But yeah, it's going to be a scary day for our defence. It's going to be a scary day for our defence. But we are more used to some of these players because we did play them in League 2, of course, a couple of seasons ago. Anthony Evans, Aaron Collins, for example, we played them in League 2. And we kept them quiet, didn't we, under Paul Simpson. So it's just a Carlisle way. It's just a Carlisle way for you. I mean, Carlisle fans aren't confident going into this game. I know I'm always complete opposite. Against teams in the top half, we seem to beat them, don't we? Burton Albion, away to Bolton. We were unlucky away to Portsmouth, conceding a late winner away at Portsmouth. So can either go two ways with Carlisle, can't it? But I've watched Carlisle a lot of times over the years. It's the Carlisle way for you. It's Carlisle way for you. And all the people say Bristol Rovers win, which means Carlisle will probably end up getting the win. Because that's the way we are. If it's Carlisle against the team in and around them, we struggle. That's how I'm going to do it now. That's how I'm going to do it. That's how I'm going to do it now. Against teams in the top half of the table, we'll beat them. Against teams in and around us, this seems to struggle. I mean, I said 3-0. I said a 3-0 win against the 8 Northern at home and a 3-0 win away at Cambridge. Look what happened with fucking lost both games. Lost both games when they were in the round us. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a scary game because in terms of our lineup, without Callum Dye, of course, but we should go for it, in my opinion. Just go for it, in my opinion. And this is my lineup for the game. I don't for Thomas Holley in goal, Finn Back, Sandy Fell, John Mayers, Jack Arm. I think Finn Back will be back, pardon the pun, from his injury. He would have played in the FA Cup game, but it was still too early for him. So I think he'll be back, pardon the pun. I think David Maduris will obviously come in for the injured Ham Die. I think that Alvin McTominay's obviously back from suspension, so I'll play a double pivot of him and David Maduris. And I'm done for it. I'm done for 4-2-3-1. I would have to say Terry Abdade start. We haven't seen him start at all. Yes, seen him start in League 1 day because when he does come off the bench, he brings that frightening pace. So let's put him up against George Friend. George Friend, who, don't get me wrong, well-experienced fullback. But use Abdade's pace against George Friend. That's going to be a key battle, in my opinion, if we do start him. I think Danny Butterworth deserves to keep his pace. I think he's been alright, to be fair, when he started for us. So play Danny Butterworth in that Tamwell. John Dibson, who's been our best player this season, playing in that Wimwell, and bit controversial to John Dibson, of course, of becoming a father and start the well-experienced Jordana up front. Because he seems to be the only striker at the moment who knows where the back of the net is, really. And obviously, a youth enough I did in terms of doing my line-up. I've added substitutions as well. My subs bench will be double praise. I think Anderson's fucking useless as a goalkeeper. People say, oh, Anderson's only 22 years old. But you wonder why when we're happy for them to loan him out to us. I mean, Anderson's been pathetic in goal. He really has been pathetic. So our young double praise, put him on the bench. Our young goalkeeper, Ben Barkey, Jack Robinson, Owen Watson on the bench. I'm telling you right now, he needs to be dropped. He needs to be dropped, people. Owen Watson needs to be dropped. I would actually put Paul Hudson on the bench because I think Paul Hudson might be back. I'm not quite sure on him, if he'll be back or not. But Owen Watson, for me, I've been saying it for weeks. He's not reached the same standards as last season, and he's been poor. He's been poor in recent games, and I feel we should drop him to the bench. Maybe he's been overwhelmed. Maybe he's been playing too many games. We've seen it in other clubs like Arsenal with Saka. Saka's not been his usual self at Arsenal. Maybe the same here with Owen Watson at Carlisle. I would drop him personally. Sean McGuire, I would put him on the bench as well. And then we've got the two useless strikers, Hugh Plans and Ryan Evans. Oh dear, oh my days. Oh my days. Well, they're not useless. Ryan Evans I think Ryan Evans got bad attitude on him at the moment. And Hugh Plans, I just don't know what Hugh Plans is, to be honest with you. I think all he does is one. That's about it. That's all he does, is just one round the pitch. And that's about it. So that's my lineup. The key battles is, if Terry Alvarez does that, I hope he does, use his pace up against George Friend. Because George Friend is that no now, an old fullback. John Gibson on that right hand side as well. Jordana to try and bully the Bristol Rovers defenders as well. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting game. It's all about, can we keep out Bristol Rovers' dangerous attack of Aaron Collins, Chris Martin, Anthony Evans, John McQuaid, Stock Sinclair if he's in the squad for Bristol Rovers. Hugh Thomas, it's dangerous, man. Dangerous attack. All about keeping them out. But we've done it before. We've done it away to Portsmouth. Of course, we conceded the last minute winner. We were unlucky to. We beat Bolton 3-1 away. And Bolton are third in the League One table as well. So we can beat these top teams. These teams in top half of the table. Which is why, for my prediction, I'm going to go for a 2-1 win. Dundalk a 2-1 win to the Blues, to Carlisle United. I think it's because they have a caretaker as well. If they have a this might be a curse now, because if they get a new mind to him by the time I've done this, then yeah, I think Bristol Rovers will win because of that new mind to impact, in my opinion. So I'm hoping they keep hold of the caretaker. Then we can see how they play under that caretaker from the previous games. But it's just a Carlisle way for you. We use the Cambridge. Bristol Rovers are in the top half. Carlisle end up getting something, a draw or win. And I'm going to offer a 2-1 win to Carlisle. I'm going to offer a 2-1 win to Carlisle. And I think Paul Simpson will try. And I fully expect Paul Simpson to outwit a caretaker mindset, in my opinion, in terms of the two mindsets. That's how I see it. That's how I see it, anyways. And but I'm going to offer a 2-1 win to Carlisle and try and get ourselves out of the relegation zone, which will be a fight or win. And that's my Carlisle versus Bristol Rovers match preview. Feel free to leave your force down below any Bristol Rovers fans watching, and any Carlisle fans watching, feel free to either line up and your thoughts down below in the comments. I just think it's the Carlisle way for you. I think it's the Carlisle way to pretty use the temperate, and Bristol Rovers are in form. They're in the top half of the table, and we end up getting a pretty win against them. It's like with Burton. It's like with Burton Albion. They were in form as well. And so I just see it happening, people. To see it happening. I can see us getting something from the game. Even a draw will be a good result, depending on what Northampton do. But we probably need to start winning games. We can't just rely on draws all the time. But yeah, feel free to keep your thoughts down below. Take care, stay safe, see you later, and hopefully we get ourselves out the way decent zone with a massive result against Bristol Rovers. Take care, stay safe, see you later. Simo's Army, up the Cumbrians.